if you're feeling these today. If you're feeling them even a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. First one is feelings of guilt.
None.
Hopeless,
None.
irritable,
None.
lonely.
None.
Have you been avoiding people you like because you're depressed?
None.
Do you enjoy life? Enjoy things in life? Maybe not everything, but
Right.
you take pleasure, look forward to things.
Yes.
Have you ever had serious depression?
Never.
Has anybody close to you passed away that you think about a lot?
No. I have relatives that I have lost that I think about, but it's not a lot. And when I think about it, it angers me.
Do you feel like you are coping with it okay?
Yeah.
Going through the process of grief and missing them, of course.
Right.
Do you worry way too much about stuff?
No, not at all.
Do you ever get super happy with your mood? Too happy?
No.
Are you right now seeing or hearing things?
No, I don't see anything, but I do hear things.
When's the last time?
A few seconds ago.
So do you hear voices almost every day?
Yep. All day, every day.
Do they bother you?
Oh yeah, it gets on my last nerve. Have you ever heard of gang stalking? You have?
Yeah.
So you know that it's a covert, or you're familiar with it being a covert operation that's ran by government agencies.
Right.
A torture program designed for isolation and destitution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so these agents are absolute terrorists. Like, they say worse things.
So they're like stalking you through your.
Well, it's remote neural monitoring. You know, like it's manipulation of acoustics. So, have you ever heard of remote neural monitoring?
Mm-mm.
It's a technology that the NSA designed.
Is it through your brain? Is it through your
Neural, yep, the brain.
Do they put you down?
What does that mean?
Like, do they say bad things about you? Accuse you of things? Or say things?
No, mostly they antagonize me about how they're gonna use people against me.
Has anything helped relieve this? Like,
No.
no.
And that's kind of why I'm not pro-medication, because Invega or psychiatric medications or psychotropic, they don't stop what's going on remotely. You know, it's constant. It's the same all the time.
When did this start?
2017, March.
Did something trigger it? Did you?
No, I moved to
California.
I moved to California, March 2017. They started telling me they were going to steal my vehicle and did. They told me they were going to kill my great aunt and did. And I was stranded in California, a place that I just moved to. And what I did was I ended up flying back home to Ohio 2 months later. So So I had a plan in motion, like some real estate things, entrepreneurial type things, and the government wasn't having it.
This is pretty much the government is behind it.
I don't know your political views, but the government is the Antichrist.
Yes, I have been told this is not political. It's a fight between good and evil. Yep. I am familiar. I've actually researched it myself.
Yeah. So what do you know gang stalking to be like?
I think that's just part of. I've heard that to be, just oppressive forces, things that shouldn't be going on. I don't think that it's like gangs like in the street gangs.
No, it's not. The name does it no justice.
Right.
It's crazy too because it compromises the Constitution, and imagine the population finding out that the government is doing something so corrupt. There was a time when people used to know the government's corrupt,
like the government's corrupt, right? Now, there's been, just in terms of society has been talking more about the government being corrupt. I think we just heard it more like recently. Was it as strong back then in 17 when maybe it was not as talked about like it is now? I mean, everybody talks about this.
Right.
Was it as strong back then, or has it gotten stronger in our climate right now? Or it's always been, as far as you're concerned, it's the same?
As far as society acknowledging it or talking about it, I think it's spreading. I think it's spreading.
Are the symptoms worse with the neuro?
Oh, no, that's been the same.
It's been the same.
Yeah.
So this hasn't increased it with what's going on?
No.
Do they ever tell you to kill yourself?
What's going on actually has no effect. The pandemic and stuff.
Right.
I'm not very affected by that because I understand. I've researched it. I think being in the know is what helps me.
You have been in the military, right? Do they ever go like telling you to kill yourself or other people? They just harass you.
Yeah.
And say that they're going to manipulate this or do this, and they tell you about it.
Yep. But they do attack the nervous system. I don't know if you know that that's a factor. And when you attack the nervous system, it has a lot of adverse reactions. So it can drain you of complete energy. It can, down to causing erectile dysfunction, it gets bad. So I have some photos of things that they've done to me. That's bad.
What do you think the remedy is?
A revolution.
So once a revolution happens...
Yep, I think that this needs worldwide recognition. And that, the extermination of government agencies.
And the corrupt government. Is exposed and...
Yeah.
Besides that, like, is anybody in your life out to get you or harm you, or is...
No. I'm completely isolated. I'm by myself all the time, so no. Oh, I had a mini smearing campaign on my street, the street I live on. I mean, my neighbors are they can be a problem at times, but I have that under control.
How did you get it under control?
By putting a couple of things in place as far as the legal side goes. So, formal complaints.
Like with the mayor or
with the landlord, with the court. I'm working on one for the court right now.
that you're handling it the appropriate way.
Yeah, I think
You're
so.
not taking it,
I mean, I'm not causing
Into
a
your own-
scene.
you're not taking it into your own hands.
Right.
That's when people get into trouble.
Yeah.
Are you suicidal?
No.
Do you plan or intend to commit
Never.
suicide? Never have.
No.
Have you ever self-injured?
Have I ever?
Self-injured?
No.
No.
Nope.
You would not. Never. Like,
I love me. I don't know what I'd do without me.
Right. Who is your emergency contact, as they say?
I do not have one. I have not had one in years.
Do you have friends?
None in Ohio. Or none in Akron.
Do you
And
get-
I haven't been in contact with them. No.
What about family? Like, do you have any kids?
I have family here. I'm not in contact with them. No kids.
Do you want to build some bridges with people and
You know, I honestly believe that it's immoral to accept those that have wronged you. I feel like justice, like what kind of remedy that? Like I feel like I'll talk to my family once I get justice, and not a moment sooner.
and because you said you are pretty isolated. I think many of us are with the COVID, just that. But does that bother you that you're isolated, or you?
Well, yeah, because I'm always around folks, but it's weird. It's just like night and day. Like there's nothing like what my lifestyle is normally like right now. Like me being on foot and not being around friends and family, and being isolated, and it's different.
So you're usually a social person.
I'm very social.
Do you want more friends, more positive people in your life?
No, I don't. I think it's a bad time for accepting new people. I think that if those that I've known all my life don't know who I am, then no one will.
How do you spend the day?
Most of the time at the library. In the past, now that just changed. So I spend my days reading. Occasionally I run errands. And like I said, working on formal complaints. And videos. I make a lot of YouTube videos. But I stay busy. It's
You're an
crazy.
influencer.
Yeah.
So you stay busy. You're not just kind of like
No.
couch potato.
No.
Stay busy.
I actually have to make time to sit. Like,
Right. You're so busy.
yeah.
So what relaxes you? Like, do you like to take a bath? Do you like
I
to
love
read?
baths. Candles. Music.
Music.
hmm
How do you get places? Do you drive? Take the bus? Walk?
I walk most of the time. 75% of my commute is walking. The other 25, I catch the bus.
What is your income now?
0.
Do you have health insurance right now?
I have what's required by the state.
Which is Medicaid, maybe, or?
No, I don't have one of the mainstream ones. It's veterans.
Oh, you have.
So they don't cover any of this type of stuff, but it satisfies the state. The ACA, it satisfies it.
I'm gonna say you don't have health insurance if because the VA covers everybody if it's a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have. I mean, you can walk in there with or without insurance. You know what I mean? What do you have?
Well,
Do you mind showing me?
Yep. So, part for tax purposes, you have to show these that you were covered all 12 months.
Oh, you're saying
And although I was covered all 12 months, it it doesn't cover some things. Like it wouldn't cover this